correct. Yeah, you've done everything.
I'm just going to give you the permission now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Just admit all 40 people.
Yeah, I got a message for host now. Yeah, I got it. Thank you, sir.
Yes, everyone should remain muted. Appeal again. Please, if you unmute, I'll kick you out of the meeting. You'll not be able to enter again. Please help us. Any questions, please put the chat window. We'll answer at the end of the session. So let's get started, sir.
Okay, sir. Everybody is joining now. Keep on joining. Okay, I'll do it every 1 minute. It doesn't come to wait. Okay, sir. Hello, friends. Good afternoon. On behalf of Bharat Semiconductor Society, I welcome you all to this a career in embedded system talk. And my name is Balajee.
Guys, please unmute.
My name is
Guys,
Balajee
everybody should mute.
Seshadri. And
Puneet, please mute your mic.
Here is the agenda for the talk. Here is the agenda for the talk. And first, let us discuss about a disclaimer. What we don't accept or what we have to do that. That's exactly the disclaimer. And we give a small introduction, all the newcomers to the society. We are giving a small introduction to Bharat Semiconductor Society and a brief self-introduction. If anybody is not able to hear the volume, let me know. Okay, so brief self-introduction about myself, and then we are move on to the career opportunities in embedded system discussion. That's a very important topic of this discussion. And finally, question and answer. You please note down all your doubts. Do it on a paper or computer, whatever it is, during this discussion. Let us not break the discussion in between. Okay, at the end of the session, we will discuss about it. Okay. Okay, so you can always put a question on the chat now and then. We'll answer it at the end of the session. It's about, we have planned for 1 hour. If it extends for a few minutes extra, please excuse us, because we cannot predict exactly 60 minutes. Okay, so with that, let us get into the next session. So what is a disclaimer? See, these are all personal individuals have joined together the society. Okay, so the opinion, what we express on this talk, discussion, it's all our personal thoughts. It is nothing related with the Bharat Semiconductor Society or the work company or wherever we work. do not please do not record this webinar in any format or take snapshot of screens or anything. It's generally unethical. And the presentation is only for academic interest. Okay. And all copyrights belong to the owners of this presentation. There is no commercial motive on these talks. We do not represent any training institute. This is all our industry people. We are sharing our industry experience with the students. Okay. We have done our best to make it everything perfect. But if there are something crop up with the unintentional, and we have no obligation for any damages caused because of that. So it's all, you have to take care of that. And please do not use any part of presentation without prior consent of the authors. This is a general ethical thing. We need to follow it on every presentation generally. It's not only to even coming weeks, whatever presentation we are going to do that. The same things works. And now we have come to the introduction to the Bharat Semiconductor Society. It started on 2022. Even though it started on 2022, the seed was put by Mr. Sampath for a long time back, and during the college days, everything he was planning. And I would first thank him for getting this idea, and then joined with Mr. Amudan sir of HCL and so many other people. And finally, Mr. Hariharan is taking an initiative on the academic section, and you'll be meeting more experts on these talks. So please use these talks in a very effective way. And these all talks are about on semiconductors, about silicon design or foundry or packaging or board design or firmware, everything. What is the exact mission of this? Is basically we try to be an interface between institution and the industry. We are from industry. We know that what industry is doing. So we are trying to make the institution, that is students, get into the industry. That is what our goal. Okay. So please listen to that. And this Bharat Semiconductor Society is a registered under Tamil Nadu Societies Act, and it's a non-profitable organization. So nobody can approach you with any commercial things here. And the mission, as I mentioned you, we provide a small hub for all semiconductor verticals. Let us say board design, front end, back end, verification, post-silicon validation, pre-silicon validation, firmware, everything is a small verticals. Every expert will be delivering a talk, or you can always contact us. So how much you interact with the Bharat Semiconductor Society during the college, that much benefit you'll be getting it. So be active. All our postings on LinkedIn or in YouTube channel, or you can send a mail to us. That's the help. We can do that for you. Okay. Now let us have a small introduction about myself. My name is Balajee Seshadri. I have 35 plus years experience in the electronic industry, and I worked on all the industries, hardware, VLSI, embedded, and everything. And I am mentoring people also in the field, and I have done a lot of training and teaching experience in the electronics field. I have visited hundreds of colleges and given a talk to thousands of students. So a lot of my students are in the industry now. Currently, I am working as a consultant in a German firm called Infineon Technology. I am also a freelance trainer, and I am a member of Bharat Semiconductor Society. My wish, I have also written about 20 books about electronics in Tamil and all. And I wish, my wish I'll tell you, I want every electronic engineering student in India should make a product before they are getting out of the college, before getting out of undergraduate degree. That is what my wish. I'm exactly working on that. And Bharat Semiconductor Society also wanted that. Somehow these two are aligning. My wish and the society wish are aligning. We all working towards the growth of the country. So please understand that. And I am quite active in Quora, and I have about 27 million content views, and then I have about 37,000 followers, and also I have answered about more than 1,900 questions on Quora. You can always go visit on Quora and read all the questions answers. You will get most of the your doubts will be answered here. And also in electronic and communication engineering, I'm the most viewed writer in the last 1 month, 30 days. And I'm quite active in embedded systems question also. So I have answered about 488 questions in embedded. So anything about embedded system, I've already answered a lot of questions in thing, and most of my participants can also maybe knowing about that. Now, let us get into the thing. What are the career opportunities in embedded system? And we're going to discuss about that. So before getting into the career opportunities, we need to have a very clear idea about what is embedded system. There should not be any confusion for us about what is an embedded system. Then, where embedded system are used? These are all the questions generally people ask me in Quora. Where embedded systems are used. And embedded system career opportunities. That is what our talk all about. Okay. And how to, now you understand, oh, the wonderful career opportunities are there. Now, next question is, how do I make a career in embedded system? This is next doubts for all the students. And then once you get in, now you decide to make a career. Then your next question is, how do I practice? What are the things I should buy? How much money I should invest? Which training institute I join? Okay, what subject I should study? You have lots of queries. We are going to answer that within about an hour. Wait for an hour. And finally, how do I make embedded system projects? That's a normally all the engineering students ask me these questions. What are the good embedded system projects and everything? And I have already published this in Quora, and I have also discussed today how to become a ultimate embedded system professional. There's a 7-step formula. I made this 7-step. You can do it on 7 semesters. From first semester, you start doing the 7 steps. You'll be able to do that. That's what we're going to discuss. Okay. Now, let us get into what is embedded system. It's a branch of electronics. That's it. Nothing more than that. It's a branch of electronics. That's all. Now, if I say embedded system is a branch of electronics, you may ask that what are the other branches? First one is IC design. That is what VLSI field we call. Second one is to put the IC on a board and usable format. We have a thing called board design. That's what generally we call hardware. Okay. So people, when a college student say, I want to have, this is the first industry started with electronics from 1906 to about 1960s and 70s. Board design is the only industry. So initially they considered the first 60, 70 years, electronics means only hardware. Then came VLSI. Then came software design. Understood? The software design is called embedded. Okay. So there are 3 branches in electronics. One is hardware, that is board design, what you see generally. Then every board have a lot of ICs. That if you want to make an IC design, then get into VLSI. And the IC, you want to make it functional, we get into the embedded. We are going to discuss about that more. Okay. Any of your doubts, please note down or send us a chat message. We will answer you at the QA. Now, another biggest thing is understand electronics is a branch of electrical. Electrical is having about 5 major divisions. Generation, that is called voltage. Transmission, that is called current. Utilization, that is called resistance. And measurement, V is equal to IR and P is equal to VI. And then control, you have a switch and regulator. In the control, there are 2 types. One is called manual control. That means that humans control the switch or regulator. We call that as a manual control. The next one is automatic control, where without human, we are using electricity to control the electricity. That is called electronics. That's why I put it on a blue one. So please understand, electronics is nothing but automatic control of electrical devices. So basically, out of 5, the control 2 branches, manual, automatic. The automatic control is called electronics. Okay. So please, embedded is software. Electronics is nothing but a small branch of electrical. Now, what is electronics? Okay. Electronics is all about circuits. That's it. Now you see that I have an input called A and B, and I have an output called out. Now A and B are called electrical inputs. You get electrical output. That's it. The electronics is, it takes electrical input, it gives electrical output. It does not take mechanical input. It does not take temperature input. It does not give you speech. It does not give you light. Nothing. Electronics gives only electrical output and it takes only electrical input. Then what we do here, we take the circuit diagram, then we solder it on a board. But the problem here is, this may sometime may work, sometime you may have a loose connection. So what we do here is, we make a PCB. This is called, we print the board on the copper. This is generally we call this this topic is called board design. This is called board design. So I have a circuit, I put it on a board and make it work. Now my electronic product is ready. Okay. What you have drawn in the paper, now it has come as a product. This is called board design. We will discuss about this when we are discussing a lecture on board design, not here. I just given you one. Next thing is this same circuit, but I put it on silicon. Instead of on a board, I push it on silicon. From the silicon, we put it in a small die and make a connection. Okay. So these connections are made here. 1 minute, I'll take the point. Okay, so we make a small, this silicon has gone here. From there, we make a connection outside. Now let's see that how it's working. Okay, this is called IC design. Please understand, this is called IC design. So previously we have seen board design. Now we have seen IC design. Now one more thing is that from this die, what we do here is we put it inside the base, a plastic carrier. This is what you see, that central one, what you see on the orange color is actually silicon. That is what the chip, we call it as a silicon die. That is what you VLSI people are going to work on that. Then we make a connection, take the pin out. Finally, you make it as a packaged IC, which is called you solder. Okay, this is what all about IC design. Okay, so we will discuss about IC design and all in later topics, later discussions, not today. Okay, I'm not here to discuss about these two types. I've given only introduction. Now, third one is this. In the IC itself, there are two types. One is called fixed circuit IC. That means that inside the IC, you cannot change the circuit. So the IC manufacturer give you the IC, you cannot change the circuit. The next one is called flexible circuit IC. In that, there are two types, where configurable IC and programmable IC. What the configurable IC difference between these two is, in both the, see, please understand, in flexible IC, circuit is not there. Wires are there, components are there inside the IC, but you can connect as you wish from outside. Whereas in a fixed IC, you cannot change the connection. The fixed circuit IC, the connection will be as such. That's all. You cannot change the connection. In the flexible IC, you can change the connection. The configurable IC is called, before you start using the IC, you can configure it once. Understood? That means that while you are using the IC, you cannot change the connection. You will make the connection before start using it. You download the connection once from the PC. Whereas in programmable IC, on runtime, you can able to change the connections. That is the advantage of programmable IC. Okay. Now, how do we call these things? That you have to understand. How do we call these things? Fixed IC is called ASIC, application specific IC. Configurable IC is called FPGA, field programmable gate arrays, and programmable IC is called microprocessor. So there are three types of ICs. One is called ASIC, that is, you put a circuit and give it to the manufacturer. They will print that thing on silicon and give it to you. That IC, you cannot change any circuit. If it is not working, you have to throw that. That's it. You cannot change the circuit inside the IC. Whereas in configurable IC and programmable IC, you can change the circuit. That is called FPGA and microprocessor. Okay, so there were three only, the ICs. Please understand that. Now, let us see what is embedded system. Whenever you use a microprocessor, it's called embedded system. Why? It is because the connections are not there in the microprocessor, but how it works then. So when you buy a microprocessor from the market, that is useless, that does not do anything. That microprocessor takes the commands from memory. Okay, takes the commands from memory and it does the operation. Okay, who gives the command outside? We have a command. This microprocessor understands only ones and zeros, not any other thing. Now this command, you cannot give it to microprocessor directly. Please understand, microprocessor does not talk to you directly. Microprocessor takes only from memory. It is your responsibility to transfer the content from your PC or somewhere outside to your microprocessor, to memory. Okay, from memory, microprocessor takes. Okay, somebody is disturbed actually. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Somebody is. I mute all, but still it is. Okay, let's proceed. No more, I cannot do anything. Okay, so that is what we are doing. We are transferring this, the 1010 command to the microprocessor. Okay, so now let us see how it's happening. Okay, so this one together is called microcontroller. That is, this microprocessor and the memory together is called microcontroller. Previously, we have used separate ICs, microprocessor, memory. We put together called microcontroller. And this command is available on your PC or host. Now you need to transfer this to the memory. Once you transfer it to the memory, then the microprocessor takes line by line that commands and execute the program. Since it takes line by line, we call this as a program. You have about dance program. Dance program means a scheduled event. One by one it happens. This is called sequential. This is the big difference between your VLSI and embedded. In VLSI, things are happening in parallel. In embedded, everything happens on sequential. So if you have to do 10 instructions, it will take one by one. It takes be very, very slow, whereas VLSI will be very fast. But it's quite easy to do things here. That we will get into the things slowly. So please understand what is microprocessor is, embedded is. It takes a command and execute. That is what about embedded system. Now, you write on English, because you want to input something, you want to process, you want output. That is what your requirement. And then you don't know the binary language. You know only English. So what we do is we are using a translator. The translator translates this English into the number language, binary numbers, which is going to be given to the microprocessor. That's what we have seen in the previous slide. So please understand, embedded means hidden inside. That means that what you see outside is microprocessor, a hardware, but all the things are controlled by software. That is why the name of the field itself is called embedded. Okay, if you build any system using this microprocessor, we call it as an embedded system. So what I am trying to convey here is very simple. There is nothing called embedded hardware. It's called embedded means software. Okay, embedded means, that means that if you do not know this software, you cannot enter into embedded system field. That's it. So there are three fields: hardware, VLSI, and embedded. That's it. Any hardware design is based on hardware, and any IC design is called VLSI, and any software design is called embedded. So embedded means 100% software controlling the hardware. That's all. Now there are, you know that you in the world, you are in the computer world, there are n number of languages. What I have written now is basically a small line of C code, but you can, somebody call assembly, somebody call C++, Java, Python, JavaScript. You have n number of languages. Now you have a new language called Rust, which is going to eat away. But I have seen last 40 years. About 40 years, people told me, hey, C++ has come. Now no more C. All embedded system is going to be C++. Then Java came. They said, Balajee, C is gone. Only Java is going to take over embedded. Then Python came. People said, no more C, Python in the embedded system. But as of today, 2023, nothing has happened. Even you know, the Go language brought out by even Google, they have promoted that too much. But still, 90% of, more than 90-95% of the, or 99% of the embedded systems are only C. You may ask where C++ and are used. They are called embedded applications. Embedded system is different. Embedded application is different. Don't get confused between embedded system. So what I am trying to tell you is, today 99% of systems are using only C as a programming language in embedded system. And let us see that next. So where embedded systems are used, that's a very, very surprising thing. So many people ask n number of questions in Quora, where embedded systems are used. Yeah, somebody has asked a very good question, why C? That's a very good thing. The problem is, I'll go back to the slide. Not going to go back. Okay, I'll explain to you what is that. Electronics is all about inputs and outputs. The timing is very, very critical. I told you that embedded system uses software. Software is a very, very sequential one-by-one commands. So it's very, very slow. So number of commands has to be very less to get a proper timing, input to output timing. Let us think of an example. You are in a war. Okay, some opponent country is sending a missile to you. Okay, and there is a sensor detected. Your electronics detected. Your sensor detected there is a missile, and it gives the information to the system. If the system takes more time to process, before that missile will hit your plane. So that is called timing closure. That is input to output latency. If you do the thing of, so the number of commands to be very, very less to do an activity. Let's say you want to multiply two numbers, 45 multiplied by 73. If I write the code in Java and convert it to machine language, If I write it on Python, convert it to machine language. If I write it on C and convert it to machine language, the C will give you the very, very less code. Also, because of less code, it consumes less power. It's a very, very clean. Python and Dot are very easy to write the code, but not the very optimized code. So as of today, no language suits for embedded system other than C. Okay, please understand the thing. We are from the industry. So I think I have answered your question, because since normally I told you after Q&A, but the question was very relevant, so I have answered. C produces very, very effective code. It is almost like a machine code. You may ask that assembly also, but it's very difficult. Compared to C and assembly, if you start writing a same task in assembly, it will take very long time. Also, another problem is the world n number of microprocessors, let us say ARM, let's take about MIPS, let us take RISC, let us take Intel x86 or Atmel. Every microprocessor is having its their own assembly language. You have to learn every assembly language. But if you do it on C, it is common for all the microprocessors. That's the reason we use not only C, Java, Python, everything is common for all the microprocessors. But out of the high-level languages, C is the one language which is directly controlling the hardware, and also it is a high-level language, and it produces the very, very effective code. That compiler, C compiler, is very optimized. It produces very small code, so things get executed faster and it consumes less power. So I totally agree. Okay, I think I've answered your question. Anybody can answer this type of very quite relevant question. I supposed to answer the thing. Sorry, somebody has asked. Thanks for asking. Next, please understand where embedded systems are used. Every product today you cannot find any product which is not used in embedded system. Let me be honest. Any electronic product, whatever electronic product. For example, if you take from remote control, what your house, to the drone, car, everywhere it's all about electronics. All are used in embedded systems. Don't worry about that. Okay. So don't think that electronics, embedded systems only use lab somewhere. No. Whatever product you see today, okay, all electronics. When you do electronics, embedded is there. And another important information I'm going to tell you now, even within the SOC, system on chip. The last week, Hariharan sir has given a nice talk about SOC. Inside the SOC, there were n number of embedded, not one system. There were lots of embedded systems. As long as you use 10 microprocessors inside the SOC, that means 10 embedded systems are there. Each one requires a different firmware, different software. So please understand, there is no dearth of embedded system anywhere. Some right questions? That's right. Okay. So next one. That's another biggest point. It need not be only one embedded system. If you take remote control, there can be only one. But if you take car, your left side mirror will have an embedded system, right side mirror will have an embedded system. Your ECU may be having n number of embedded system. So each thousands of embedded system could be there in a single product. So think of it then. What is the amount of requirement in the electronics product? The day you wake up, the day you sleep, think one day you list out how many electronic equipments you are using. All are electronics. The moment you walk, the moment you have that wake up, all the alarm clocks are now coming from everything. Take a smartphone. Within the smartphone itself, the n number of you see that the top side a small touch screen. The touch screen is an embedded system. The back there is a small controller which measures your capacitance and does the activity. Okay, your speaker, mic, everything associated with one small embedded system nowadays. So please understand, there need not be only one. Let's say you are making a journey from Chennai to Delhi. You may call as a single journey, but if you see that You walk from your house to outside. Then there you take a auto or taxi to go to airport. Then from the airport you walk inside up to the plane. From the plane, using the plane, you are traveling up to Delhi. Then you once again walk up to the outside and take a taxi. Then go to your office. See that there are n number of small journeys. Together is a big journey. Same way. Now the college you would have studied. Infinity plus infinity is equal to infinity. Same way here. Embedded system plus embedded system is equal to embedded system. We say embedded system, but it may be having inside n number of embedded systems. Okay, please understand. So that means that every embedded system product may be having n number of microprocessor and the product. So that there is demand is unbelievable. And every field today, automobile, 80% of automobile is after the electric vehicles is embedded system. Medical, so many doctors get asked me, Balajee, I'm a doctor, a machinist doctor. Agriculture, you know that Indian agriculture field require totally different product. We have a lot of innovations are required. Space full of embedded system electronics. And entertainment. Today, all the entertainment equipment coming are all electronics. Okay, so you can always work on any of the field. So there's nothing called embedded system is on specific field. Even today, entire automation of the factory, electronics, the requirements are growing day by day. But only thing is, you have to be prepared enough. That is what we are going to discuss, how to prepare. And we also help you. That is what our Bharat Semiconductor's very motive is, to prepare the people, students, for these industries. Okay, next. What is the career opportunities in this embedded system? Okay, think global. Understand the word of why I put think global. You know that n number of IT companies in India. You know so much of IT jobs in India. Or the people are working for Indian companies or foreign companies. Why you are thinking sometime I can go to IT? Now, embedded system is a IT in electronics. That's all. It's all about software. There is no limit. How you cannot ask that how good I have to be in the software. No, whatever level you keep on improving. There is nothing called. There is no end to the upgrading your software level in this embedded system field. There is a huge potential. There's no this one depth of opportunities in think global. That's one word we know that. You know what I say? If you make an embedded system, you can work any product, any part of the world. Okay, I'm working. Actually, I'm working. At 60, I am still an engineer. I'm working on a product I do all over the world. Sometimes people come from Japan or sometimes from Taiwan, sometimes from Korea or US or UK, anywhere. I can sitting here at India, I could be able to solve all the problems. Understand? So this is almost, not almost, same as IT. So don't think that this is something else. Your opportunities are huge. So that opportunity never die down for next so many years. Even your what do you call Chat GPT or the GPT-4 will not reduce the opportunity on embedded systems. And you know that the government initiative, India is going to be the huge manufacturers of electronic product. There, when we manufacture ICs, every IC is going to have a microprocessor inside, all the SOCs. Post-design verification, post-silicon verification, pre-silicon verification, everywhere. We need embedded engineers. Without that, you cannot do anything. So please understand. Think global, one word will make you to understand. I'll tell you the why another next one. You'll know that. Next one is very high demand, not small demand. The career opportunity is very, very high. But why you are not still able to enter it? Somebody may be asked that, sir, I have done BE, ECE. I'm not able to enter the embedded. And I'll give you answer next line. Your answer. Freshers can easily enter into the field. You know that? There's a question asked by most myth is there in the engineering college students. This is a big myth. The thing is that core industry does not accept freshers. I don't know who told. I'm recruited a lot of freshers. But Are you ready? That's a big question. If you are ready, we are ready. So don't ever worried about entering into the code field, either VLSI or embedded system field. Being a fresher, every industry takes you, every company want you as a fresher. That's it. I don't want to explain this more. I told you already, I'm in the field for 35 years. I have trained a lot of freshers. The freshers can easily get in. Also, every company is looking for the interns. But how to get as an intern also in the embedded system field? That 6 months internship, they pay you huge money, but you can do wonders. These are all the huge opportunities right now available in India. Even last week I answered in Quora. Somebody asked which country is the best country to work on embedded. I said India. Okay, that's because I know that a lot of people have gone to China and came back to India. Most of the product what you see in the world, for that the firmware is embedded system firmware is developed in India. So please understand. And another biggest advantage is this is the trickiest thing. Entrepreneurship with less investment is on this field. Everything is intelligent. You have a system and write a software. You make a product. It will go. You can make any number of varieties of product based on using only one hardware. That is what our man did it. No? That smartphone, one touch. You can have any number of buttons. You don't have to change the hardware at all. Everything is software. Am I right? The same thing here. Okay. Now, next one is a very important, a very good starting salary. You will be very surprised. You can easily get a lakh a month. You'll be thinking that, oh, Balajee is fooling you. No, I'll tell you the steps later how to get it. It's very simple. Okay, a lakh a month is not a difficult in this field. It's not a difficult. Okay, it's easy. But you cannot say that, sir, I completed ECE degree, I have a certificate BCE, I have done a course on embedded. Why do you get that? They're all good. All are going to be useful, but there's one small gap is missing. As Hariharan sir mentioned in the last talk, there is a small gap. That is why we are here. We, Bharat Semicon Society, is there to fill the gap. I always wish, on behalf of Bharat, I always wish the final year college should be taken by industry engineers, because you get first 3 years, you get the knowledge from the professors and lecturers. Maybe first 1 or 2 years you get it from lecturer, then you get the thing from the professor. The final year should be from the trainer, because today industry wants skill. Professors and lecturers are teaching you knowledge, but we industry people or the trainers, please understand the difference between trainer and lecturer and professor. Don't get confused. Don't try to make a lecturer or professor as a trainer. They cannot, but they are good in giving you the good knowledge. Absorb the knowledge, come to the industry people, get skilled, get trained very well, then go to the industry, get a good salary and settle. That is what we are here. Keep in touch with us. All our lecturers keep in touch with us. We are going to provide you all the information. Yeah, somebody has asked the thing. It's a very good. I'll give an answer at the end. Okay, because I started my career as R&D. I did an instrumentation in IIT, MTech in '86. I'm a MTech IIT instrumentation in 1986, and I started as a career as a R&D engineer at HCL. So it's very, very easy. Nothing is difficult. You can do that. Now I told you. Now I told you previously, you have a huge career opportunities. Now the next question is, how do I make a career in the embedded system field? Understand? How do I make a career in IoT? No, this I'll answer later. So how to make a career in the embedded system field? This is the first start is very important. If you don't start this, then you cannot start the embedded system field career. Please forget it. The first and most important thing is mastering C skill. The day you join the college, first year, that's why always every college have a programming on the first, every university having a first semester. I know now people might have changed it to Python because of the IT push and so many things. If you are an ECE student, if you are electronic and instrumentation, or electronics and control, or electrical and electronics, all electronic students, from the day when you join, start mastering C programming skill. You may ask, how do I start? Where do I try? For that also, we have a solution. Bharat Semicon Society will share the videos and about C language videos and C programming videos and problems with you at free of cost. You can watch the video, you can solve the problems. When you have a doubt, you can ask us. And please understand, we are ready to help you to master C programming skill. Understand? Then please understand the difference between C language. C, when I write the C language, see, understanding in-depth C language knowledge. Understand? When I mention C language, I mention knowledge. When I put C programming, I put skill. Please understand the difference between skill and knowledge. Knowledge you can gain by easily seeing videos and everything. You think for some time and get it. But programming is a skill. You do not get it if you don't practice it. You need to practice every day, compulsorily 1 hour. Like you do yoga or swimming or whatever it is. This skill, if you practice 1 hour every day, from the day when you started, today, tonight, don't even waste today, from tonight. Maybe 12th, maybe 11th, or maybe first year, engineering first year or final year, I don't mind. The moment you know today, C programming is a skill. You have to start 1 hour today. You come back to me after about few days or few months. Sir, I did it. I'm not getting it. No, don't expect anything. Keep doing it. You'll automatically get it. We support you with the videos. Please, it's about more than 10 hours of videos. You can always watch them. And next, see, please understand the third thing, electrical embedded is useful, provided if you have done a C programming. You go to any interview, you say, sir, I'm too good at digital electrical. I'm good at electronics. I know about microprocessor. I know about all about microcontrollers. I know everything, but I don't know C programming. They will say thank you. They will put their hand and say they say thank you. Please understand. So that's not good. So you need to have a good programming skill, then a C language, then I say electrical embedded system lecture. That also I have it personally. I'll give it to Bharat Semicon, and whoever done the C programming skill can have that. Okay. Then after you're doing these three, the fourth one is a very interesting. If you could complete by first year or second year the C programming, then it's a tricky part. Okay. Applying the C programming on embedded system. This is what you call it as a embedded system programming. It's a very interesting. See, let us assume that. Let us assume that. I know I'm from Tamil Nadu. I'm a Tamilian. I found a super book. Very. This book, I want to read in lifetime. That book is available at in Gujarati, and no translation available. Book is available in Gujarati. I want to read the book. Anyhow, what will I do? First, I will learn Gujarati, or I will learn the book and learn Gujarati. I will learn Gujarati, then I learn the book. If you have a book on English, you learn English, then read the book. You don't read the book and learn English. Understand? Here 99%, not only 1 or 1%, 99% of the electronic students, the mistake what you are doing is, this is the reason you don't get a job in the this industry. The mistake what you are doing is, you are learning C programming through embedded system. That's absolutely a wrong path. Don't try that. Don't do that. Master C programming, then apply the C programming on embedded system. That's the right approach. The other approach is not right. How do I practice the C programming problems? You have lots of mathematics you have done in schools, first standard to 12th standard. Start using them. Write a C program for that. I've given in that our videos, Bharat Semicon videos, which you're going to share with you when you want it. You ask. In that, a lot of problems are there, hundreds of problems are there. Start solving all the problems. Okay, you will get it. So please understand, applying the C programming on embedded system is very vital. But don't do the path. Follow the steps. Okay. Next, final one is start doing a simple project. Okay, you can copy it. Sorry, You can copy it, it doesn't matter. But let's say I have a clock. You see a clock somewhere. Copy the clock. There's nothing wrong in doing that. There's nothing wrong in doing that. Please, we have a wrong concept of doing everything innovation. No. If you see, you go to the shop, and if you see that a small clock, copy that. Okay, anything. You see a keyboard, you see a keypad, you see a calculator. You make a calculator yourself. But here is a trick which I'm going to explain to you on the next slide. That's a very important to you. That is another important thing to you. Please understand. Without spending a single penny, you think that I have to spend a lot of money buying a lot of hardware. Now, I am going to tell you a method without spending a single penny, how to master it. That's all, how to practice embedded system. Okay. Understand here. You need to understand the difference between knowledge and skill. That's why I use the word called practice. Okay. If you don't understand the difference between knowledge and skill, you will not be able to get into the embedded system. Please. Okay. Every day, 1 hour. That's the only thing you can do that. Then embedded system is a, see here I use the word, embedded is a skill. Embedded system is a hardware on a base. So that means that you should have a knowledge of electrical to embedded. Not big thing. You need not have know anything calculus, or you need not have know about big differential equation or not. If you know addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, that is enough for us. That's what I used. It's enough initially. After you get into the very high end, you can start using all your mathematical skill. So you require a combination. Then embedded system hardware. I told you already. There's a very big confusion. There's nothing called, that's why I mentioned here. There's nothing. Also, people ask me, so can I learn embedded C? Please understand. There's nothing called embedded C. You use C on embedded system is called embedded C. Okay. Same way, there's nothing called embedded system hardware. Any hardware, if you use your programming, that is called embedded system hardware. That's it. So there are only 3 fields in electronics: hardware, VLSI, and embedded. There's nothing called embedded system hardware. So that's why I purposefully put this word, embedded system software. This embedded system is only software, and especially today only C. But please understand, when you want to learn a driving, you go to the school, driving school. You will never say that I want to learn driving only in Santro. I want to learn only in Corolla. I want to learn only in Etios. Okay, I want to learn only in Alto. You don't say that. Okay, Indigo or anything. Also, you ask a driver. The driver will say that, sir, I have a 10 years of driving experience. He will never say that I have a 10 years of driving experience on Alto or Santro. The same thing here. Once you master, why I repeatedly tell you C programming is, once you master C programming, it will take only 1 day. How many days? 1 day. At the age of 56, I'm working in a company in Chennai, DLF. It's called Autonomous Car Company. They were making a chip for that from US. We wrote the software here at Chennai. In that company, I was writing a driver software. And suddenly that manager said, Balajee, you have to write a Python script to test the software. I don't know Python. I don't know C++ today. Then I went in. Within 1 day, morning I sat, by evening the test code was ready. Because I'm good at, same way, if you know one language, you can do everything. Okay. So please understand, if you learn one C programming, you can learn any other language. If you learn properly. That's what we only say, that if you are good in Tamil, you will understand, read in Hindi faster. If you are good in your mother tongue, you can learn any language. When you're not good in your mother tongue itself, you cannot learn any language. That's the same way for ECG people, the mother tongue is C language. But the moment you master C language, you can do anything, any other language easily. I'm not trying to say that don't learn C++, don't learn Java, or don't learn HTML or JavaScript. No. You have all the thing to learn all the languages. Okay. You have all the thing to learn all the languages. But what effectively I am trying to say is that start with C. Control the hardware. Do an embedded system product. then you will get the confidence about yourself. When you get a confidence by yourself, then you can do anything in the world. The only thing missing in the world is not learning, not the opportunities, everything. It's a confidence. That is what we, Bharat Semicon Society, wanted to give it to students. How do you get the confidence by yourself? I am an engineer. If you should not go to a company and beg a job. I know this, give me a job. If you don't give me a job, you're going to lose it. You understand the logic behind it? You should not go and beg, hey, sir, I know everything, I'll be obedient with you, I'll be very sincere with you, give me a job. Don't do that. We will also tell you that how to promote your skill. We will also tell you how to promote your skill. Okay, so we will tell you that how are the things works. That is what we are here. Why we all experts are joined together is only for this. Okay. Now, next thing is start from simple project. Don't try to control one LED. Make one LED blink for every few seconds. It's all, but do it by yourself. Never try to copy the software from a net. Never try to ask your friend when you're developing a software, if something does not work, that is the opportunity you are getting to learn. What you do is, oh, somebody is putting your gun behind your head, and if you don't solve it in next minute, you're going to die. So you will ask your friend. Your friend is a very good friend for you. He does not want you to struggle, so he'll help you. But the problem is, the moment your friend help you, you lose the opportunity of learning. Your opportunity window is gone. So please understand. Please understand. Don't ask anybody's help when you're doing a project. Okay. Second, all the C programming or embedded programming, do it 1 hour before you sleep. I said you do it every day 1 hour. If you sleep at 10 o'clock, do it from 9 to 10. If you sleep at 11 o'clock, do it between 10 to 11. The reason is you sleep with a problem. When you're sleeping, your brain will work for you. We have seen that it's a beauty of the brain. So don't unnecessarily waste too much of time on any time. Night time before sleep 1 hour, whatever time you sleep. If you sleep 12 o'clock, 11 to 12. Okay. That time alone, please close your what do you call mobile phone or laptops, everything, and start learning C programming. Okay, that will give you the huge. See, don't mistake me. The people, those who have followed my instructions, are all working in great companies, all MNC companies and all outside world, everything. Don't all over the world. So it's all very. So 35 years I have tried and found out these things. So not small. You don't get it. That is why I told you that beginning itself. We are all trainers. Okay, we teach you all the things. Next, how do you do embedded project? That's the next question. I told you do the embedded system project. This is what I told you without buying a single thing. Don't think that simulation and real times are different. Both are same in this world. There were n number of sites. Okay, we will share with you in the segment. You can do that. Wonderful. There's but that alone is not sufficient, because you may do it on simulation, but your brain does not believe. For that reason, whatever project you did it on simulation, you do it on simulation. You should do it on real hardware also. Then you believe, fine, yeah, everything is okay. Then you can do complex projects. I've done a lot of good projects on simulation that worked on the then make a project to a product. Understand? Here I've written a thing on integrate available hardware to make a complex project. That means that you do not have to make everything. You can buy the system, some part of system, and connect them and write a wonderful software. This is about embedded system. I'm not discussing about hardware. I'm not discussing about VLSI. The VLSI people will tell you that how to make an IC. I'm an embedded guy. I'm going to use the IC. I'm not going to tell you that how to make an IC. Same way, I'm not going to ask you to design a hardware. That is a hardware people. My embedded system job is to write the software, to make the hardware to the product. Okay. Then finally, the most important thing is learn how to convert a project into product. You make a small product, a calculator or alarm clock, everything, make it as a product and put a final finish. Let somebody use it. Try to make 100% perfect. Nothing short of 100% perfect. You buy a product, if a phone does not work, you go and give it to him immediately. Am I right? Same way, think that your product should work. Then you will understand the purpose of this, doing this embedded system practice. Then then what you do here is, we will discuss for the later class. Well, I don't wanted to give you the something here, how to make your things available to the companies, how the companies will talk to you, how the company will come to you that can you join to my company. You understand? Yeah, RTL verification, Hariharan sir will discuss about, it was that in the last class. Last class we discussed about that, and this class is all about embedded system. So RTL and simulations are all for the other field. This simulation is about embedded system simulation, not about VLSI simulation or hardware simulation. Simulation can be anything. Even a flight simulator will simulate the flight. Okay, like that. I am discussing about embedded system simulation. Your C program will control the everything, and then you can put it on the hardware. It will work perfectly. There is nothing called simulation and hardware are different. They are giving you the same thing today. That is the advantage of, you are in 2023, and lot of simulation things are available at free of cost. You do not have to spend single penny. That's what I told you, that we are giving you C programming videos and other videos free, and somebody is going to give you the videos of simulation environment free. I don't know what stops you from doing that. Okay, we'll discuss about it. Somebody is asking questions that we will answer later on. Then, this is a very important thing. This all generally most of the engineers don't do that. Without your project does not end without this. You should write a right user manual such a way that somebody without your help should be able to use the product. You do this. You all have to be done by, I wish, if you start now, within about 1 year time, I'll give you, you should do that. If you are in third year, but understand, if you do that, industry is for you. Be honest. Honesty is the only thing what industry expects. Okay, if you don't know, accept and proceed further. Okay, be positive. Never be negative. Not even 0.1% to be negative. I do not have to come and talk to you about this much of professional work. Is that embedded is going to give you money because of that? No, I want you, engineering students, have to start earning a very good salary. Your parents think how much struggle they are making you an engineer, how much money they spent, how much of effort they put you. The moment you earn 1 lakh a month and go and give it to your parents, that's the happiest day in your life. That's the happiest day in your parents' life. That is possible on this field, even though that is possible on the other field also, VLSI or hardware. But I am an embedded system engineer, so I know about this field. So I am telling you that this field, that is possible. You can really make wonders in this embedded system field. Lots and lots of demand day by day is increasing. Please understand. Don't worry about layoff. They lay off the people, those who don't know things. They know company will lay off the people, those who are know things of concept, basics and everything. Go with self. So there were 3 things you have to work. One is called self-learning. That attitude you should grow today without so much of online content. Self-assessment. You should not ask somebody that whether I am perfect or not. No, you should be able to assess yourself. Self-assessment. And third thing is called self-reliance. You should be able to stand on your own leg. Okay. You should say that I am good at this. I will do that. Okay. I have done it. Go and tell the management, I have done the 5 projects. These are all done on the website. They will give you a job. Okay. So please understand. These are all quite easy tasks, and I'm sharing with you all the possible steps. This is what the most important thing. Okay. There's a big gap today. Okay. Between the institutional industry. That's what you think. But actually, when we were doing in 1980s engineering, there was a big gap. But today, there's a big industry has come to institution today. You don't know it. Whatever software you're using in the institute, I'm using at the industry. I don't know what is not there. Everything is there. Okay. So there is a another myth. The first myth is freshers don't get a job in embedded industry. That is wrong. Please, erase. If you think that freshers cannot get into embedded industry, please, right at this moment, erase the thought. You have lots and lots of opportunities to getting into the embedded industry. Okay, provided you are positive and you practice 1 hour every day, 1 hour for your life. Think of it, 1 lakh a salary, 1 lakh month salary to your parents. Think, if you want that, you will not sleep 1 hour a day. Before sleep, practice. Don't try to cheat yourself. I know that. That's why I said self-assessment. When I conduct a test, you will try to cheat me getting mark. But when you test yourself, you will not cheat. Then I don't know. If you try to cheat yourself, then I don't know what is. So try to be honesty. This industry is looking for honesty. We will find out within 2 days. You say, I know everything. I am a master of C programming. I know everything. And you somehow manage on the interview and come to the industry within few days. We will find out. Then you will be having a nightmare in the industry. So please understand that. Okay, don't think. Then this is what the slide which I am very interested in the last session. Our Mr. Hariharan sir has put it. This is the very thing. When you want to go to Delhi, you are trying to go by train, but we are saying that go by flight. That's a thing. that's a difference. This is a difference. If you try to do practice 1 hour in the college, when you get out of college, you go in flight. Okay, but you say no, I will go to only. So, but please understand. There is a possibility to learn this. I have a YouTube slide of how to get a high-paying job during college. It is how to prepare. I have about 5 hours of video in the YouTube. How to prepare for the high-paying job. If you plan it very perfectly in the college. Another thing I'm telling you that college is the best place to learn. When you get out of the college, you cannot learn. Whatever money you give, your mind will always be different. The college, what you learn in 1 week, when you get out of the college, you will learn for so many months. College is the best place to learn. Understand? Please start practicing 1 hour every day. Okay, from day one you join the college. If you are only final year today, start today. If you are third year, start today. If you are second year, start today, not tomorrow. Please, I'm not telling you tomorrow. I'm telling you only today. Otherwise, there is today. You have wonderful materials. You have everything is available to you that you will do wonders. Okay. Next. This is a 7-step formula. Finally, you may ask, what is a roadmap for embedded system professional? But generally, 90% of my people who start everything, okay, goes on the first 2 steps. This is very important. The basics is very important. The basic electrical knowledge. V is equal to, see, don't get confused. I'm asking you, V is equal to IR and P is equal to VA. That's all. Two multiplication formulas. I don't expect anything else. I don't want Thevenin theorem, or I don't want your control system. I don't want your Laplace or anything. I want V is equal to IR, Ohm's law, P is equal to VA, power law. These two are sufficient, the basic electrical. In digital electronics, only 3 gates, and or not gates, is sufficient for the embedded system. Then sequential and combination logic. Okay, then memories, enough. You can do wonders. But you should have a basic C-level knowledge. That's it. With that, then you start the first step. I said 7-step formula. The first step is what? Master C programming. I'll stand only on that, because I see thousands and thousands of students, they miss out only the important thing, mastering this. Then they ask you that, sir, I'm not able to enter the embedded. How do I enter embedded? I say, master, sir, without C programming, can I enter embedded? You cannot, man. You cannot. That's it. Next, you will be a hardware engineer. Please understand, not embedded hardware engineer, but embedded system engineer means you should know C programming. Then, what is the second step? Second step is practicing the embedded system program, C programming on embedded system. That is called embedded system programming, the second step. Okay, mostly 90% of people get a job by these two steps if you practice that. But what is the third step? Third step is getting to the next level of C programming, advanced C programming, like data structures or algorithms and everything you can get into. That is not coming in the first step. Then, so don't get confused with all the data structures, algorithms, everything to get to the embedded system programming. We don't need that. That's the reason I've written to you here as a third step. Then fourth step is getting to the advanced embedded system programming, like controlling a bigger driver, like bigger Ethernets or SD cards and bigger things. Okay, do it a small thing in the steps 2. See, even if after step 2 you get a job, don't sleep. Practice 1 hour will always take you to the 7th step. Then you can enjoy it. Then what is the 5th step? Move on to Linux programming. So far you may be using Windows or anything, but now you move on to Linux on 5th step. Learn Linux commands and Linux programming, everything. And what is the 6th step? It's about very important on embedded system is called. So many people ask me, what is RTAS? See, understand, where is RTAS is there? Not on the first step. It is on the 6th step. But the problem is everybody is trying to enter into RTAS in the first step. Sir, I'm not learning RTAS. I'm not getting RTAS. I cannot do anything, sorry. It is on 6th step. And the final step is a very critical one, very important one, which is what generally the dream of most people. That dream is embedded Linux and device. If you do all the 6 steps, 7 steps, see, every step you have to climb very small. Every step you have to climb only small. Understand? You climb first step, the second step is small, but when you try to go to the 7th step, you do 1,000 times, you cannot jump. That is what you people are doing. I'm also interested, man. I want to run on Olympics. I want to beat everybody. I want to be in 100 meters. I want to be number 1. But first of all, I have to start walking, man. After walking, I have to start running in my ground. I have to keep practicing. You don't practice every day. One day let us take a case. One of the IT company in India who has huge money. Let us take anybody. Let us take the richest person in India. He said that, hey, I'll give you 100 crores. Somebody have to go and win the Olympics. Can you do that? You have to practice. That is what I am telling you repeatedly. It may be hurting you. I'm not worried. It may be hurting you. I'm not really worried about that. Without practicing C programming, without practicing embedded system programming, you cannot get into the industry. But we are here. Bharat Semicon Society is here to help you and do the self-assessment of you by yourself with very, very minimal or free of cost. Okay. You have wonderful simulation softwares free of cost available in the net. And I've trained thousands of people on that till before my throat has gone back. I've trained a lot of people on embedded system, but it's good. Same way, we are going to share the materials to you free of cost. I don't know what stops you. I don't know. Let me be honest. What stops you? I don't know. But the most important thing is the last slide. Even though I put so many slides, the most important slide is last slide. Okay, what is that? Hairpin bend road. Why I have put the last slide as a hairpin bend road? The problem is all the people easy. Sir, I joined first year. Can do the embedded system project. That's the final goal, man. The hairpin bend, the driver will not know the next curve, what is there, whether vehicle is coming or not. He has to drive carefully. That's why I mentioned hairpin bend. You go whatever visible to you. Only when you turn it, you will go to the next one. Go there. But thousands of people, this is actually a hairpin bend of Ooty, or Ooty only. Thousands of people are traveling every day. Understand? Yeah, as a newcomer also, you can travel on the Ooty. But you have a faith. The road is taking the same way. We are the road. We are the previous drivers. We are the experts in Bharat Semiconductor Society. We have traveled on the embedded field. The path, nothing is happening. We have traveled to the last level. Actually, now I'm working on the embedded Linux device drivers. at the age of 60. Why not you? You can do that. I've trained a lot of youngsters on that, but they have started doing it. One of my student, Quora Watch, he has done so much on by seeing my Quora answers, did all the embedded the school and college. When he joined the college, he came to me, first day, what to do? He said, practicing Linux. Today he's in Germany, one of the multinational companies earning about crores. Okay, it's all very well possible by yourself, but have a faith on you. It's a very easy field. You have to know addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, only that, nothing else. It requires a lot of practice and lot of dedication. Practice without dedication is useless. I keep on practicing without dedication is useless. But this is a one field. I request you all, give your family and you your utmost happiness. Okay, okay. Those who are interested on this field, always keep in touch with us. Okay, we are available in the site is bharatsemi.org. Contacts, you can contact us, or you can go and see our LinkedIn profile, or we are opened our YouTube channel with our right now we got some name, but we'll shortly get the Bharatsemi channel name itself. You can go to our channel.
It's the same name, sir. It's Bharatsemi.com. There's a name.
Okay, got it? Fine.
Yeah.
Because I got this number name. That's the reason. Okay, fine. So you can go there and you can, when the moment you contact, you go to Bharatsemi and contact, you will get to know lots of people are here to help you out. Nothing stops you from growing and earning. This is the one thing we call Deshbhakti. That's why we got Bharatsemi. This is the one which is going to make your country grow. If you grow very well, you develop a product in India, your forex will increase. Your dollar value will come down. You will enjoy life. Please, we have to make a gloriful Bharat. And with that, I conclude my session of this. I hope I could have passed some important information to you that I've seen lots of chat messages. I'll start answering now one by one. Whatever I've answered, I'll going one by one from beginning. Okay. What is the first question? Oh, somebody asked very lengthy questions.
Should I read them out for you, sir?
No, I can read it. I'm reading them. Okay. Yeah, if you could read it, it's very good, sir. Because
yeah, I'll do that.
Others also will get it. That's
yeah, I'll read it. Yeah.
Okay.
I want everyone to fill up the feedback form. So please do that, so that we get to improve from what we are doing today, and we can give diverse. So we have a lot of experience. So we want to share them with you, right? For all these webinars are free, so please communicate with your other students in the colleges and other friends. Okay, so let's get to question. Sir, I want to get into R&D domain. I'm instrumentation engineer, BTech.
Yeah, every company is having R&D, and the only thing is you should be very good at basics. In the R&D, if you want to get into R&D, you have a very good on basics, and every company is having R&D. You do not have any worry about that. It's having a huge opportunity in India. Unfortunately, right now, this is the best time in India. The R&D is growing very good. Every company, now I will bet whatever happened 20, 30 years back in Silicon Valley, those things, I'm talking to so many friends in Bangalore and all. They are doing wonderful products. Whatever you have seen in Silicon Valley, it is going to happen in India. You can get into R&D very well today, provided you are strong in your basics. Okay. And we will, if you want more details, discuss with us and we'll be able to provide you with it.
Yeah, we have a Slack channel, so please do join there. Sir also will join there. We have various subheadings there in chip design and embedded and everything, analog and everything. So you could post your questions there, and you can interact among yourself also, right? Not only with us, whatever you know some answer, you can answer your friends. It's very similar to Quora, but this is an app and everything in mobile. So please, I give the link, please join there. So sir, next question. Can you please address IoT?
IoT is nothing but Internet of Things. The things is nothing but devices. The devices are controlled by embedded system. IoT is Internet of Embedded Systems. So, like embedded system is nothing but electrical plus software. Like that, IoT is nothing but network plus embedded system. So if you know embedded system, if you know networking, there is nothing stops you from learning, mastering IoT. It's as simple as that. You have to make few calls to store see, for example, I have a device here. that measures the sensor data, and through network, I store it on the cloud. Then I take from the cloud and control my device. I don't do directly contact. Let's say you have a mobile phone. From your mobile phone, you want to control the machinery in your office. You touch the app, you have an app. You touch it on your app. That guy will take the data, and that app will take the data from you screen and store it on the cloud. That's it. This is nothing to relate with at all in electronics. But whereas your device, embedded system, that has the network connectivity, TCP/IP. That is what your ESP32 or whatever it is. That, or you can have this one, Raspberry Pi, you can practice with that. Through network TCP/IP layer, you talk to the internet, download from the cloud. Okay, there were a lot of protocols are there. Okay, MQTT and all. Take the data and then control it. That's it. IoT is not difficult, provided you master embedded system with C programming. IoT is nothing, literally. Please let me tell you very important message to all of you on behalf of. Thanks to Rohan asked this question.
This is application of the embedded system. Please understand.
Correct, exactly. That's the
application.
application of perfect. That you have told me that very clear explanation. Thank you.
Next is from an attendee who is working in avionics hardware for last 3+ years. He is looking to transition into embedded software field, and he agrees with you that all the points you shared, especially with the advent of autonomous vehicles on the ground, on the air, on the space, on a global scale. So a few questions regarding this. I'm assuming C and RTOS programming are bare necessity. Is this sufficient first step, or am I missing something?
He is trying to make the first step and sixth step. I mentioned that RTOS is the sixth step. He has to go to the sixth step, and he cannot go first and sixth. He has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you go to the sixth, he will not shine. If you know C, next day you go to RTOS, you will not get job anywhere, because all the interviewers ask you the expecting experience from step 2 to step 5. You go. That's why I explained to you that the steps, 7 steps. Okay, please understand. Go follow the steps.
The second question from the same attendee: do you have any thoughts about implementing AI, that is artificial intelligence, in embedded systems? Is there any source you can recommend for learning about this? Since until now, I can only find foreign universities offering such integrated course.
Actually, machine learning is all about embedded system. Actually, embedded machine learnings are there, but I'm not addressing right
There's
now.
Nothing specific. It's just application again, sir.
Once again, it's application of embedded system. When you are today, it will take only a few days for me to understand AI on embedded, because I am good at embedded system. You put to push the base. That is what I'm trying to say. That you can do anything, but without a base, don't do anything on the biggest step. Put a step in down.
Yeah. These are some high-fi jargons given by whoever wants to make money, right? That's we all old timers believe. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, and chat GPT and all names to make market out of that. No,
yeah. So this is Ravi Kishore.
Please stay on mute. Hello, please stay on mute.
Yeah.
Get a chance. Let me go one by one questions. So from a career perspective, is there a value add if the hardware engineer becomes an embedded software engineer, or is this prior knowledge of hardware no longer useful?
Oh, too good. I am a hardware. Exactly a question. I started my career as a R&D hardware engineer at HCL in the age of 1987. After 13 years, 2000, I moved into the embedded field. But even today, that is helping me a lot. That hardware knowledge, what I gained, it is the most useful for me in embedded. You can always switch if you want embedded. Your hardware knowledge will be very, very, very useful. That's it.
Okay, so next question. Can you explain the scope of RTL design and verification field? And I'm starting a career as a RTL engineer.
No, that sorry, I have to apply. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll answer it. Yeah. So there is a lot of scope. You know about, if you don't attended our last conversation, India Semiconductor Mission, or Prime Minister started a couple of months before, and he came to Bangalore all along the way, and he started that. There's a fab called Vedanta starting in Gujarat very soon, and there are 150,000 crores they are inviting. 1 million jobs are in offer, right? So there's a huge demand, but you have to learn the right things. Whatever you learn in the college is just the basics. That's not what industry want, right? So please follow our LinkedIn and stay in touch with us. Right? You connect me with LinkedIn and connect to Bharat Semicon in the LinkedIn, and keep looking for our thing. There is a lot of scope, but typically, you have to understand design, how to design well, if you want to verify that, right? So you cannot verify it if you don't know how to design. right? So the verification is a expert job. So it should be 2 levels above the design, right? Yeah, but to starting a first graduate or RTL engineer, not many opportunities, right? So we are having some few plans. We are working on it internally, the logistics. We already announced from rural area, we're from economically poor background. So we will do the training for free. I have told them we are going to 10 to 12 students. We'll mentor for a period of 2 years. We'll adopt them and we'll do whatever it takes. Right? We already announced that in the LinkedIn, right? But we want to address the people who are in need for support, right? So second, we'll come to the people so who can afford some little bit money, not on a profitable basis, because we have to sustain our thing, right? Otherwise, the entire our Bharat Semicon system will collapse, basically, right? So we have a little bit cost. It's not as any training charges. It's not that much. We're working on some plan. So very soon we'll do workshops and everything. So please keep sending us emails and messages, right? I want to understand when summer vacation start. I know the semester time will be going on now. So when the summer vacation starts, so we'll look for the thing. Maybe I'll submit a feedback form very soon in the LinkedIn. So stay connected. So we'll take all your inputs and we'll start some workshops. So you understand, we'll spend 1 day, 2 days. We'll show you how to do the things, right? Then if you are happy with that, then we'll do a formal trainings online, right? So we have a lot of plans, but give us some time. We need people to help. Like one man show never succeeds, right? We need a group of people. So we're trying to assemble that people. So if you know anybody who can like work part time, it's not a work, it's a helping, it's a voluntary service. All we are doing, right? We have our own work to do background, right? For example, I'm a visiting faculty in IIIT, right? And I have many other work to take care. So we are doing on our voluntary basis in our free time. We are trying to help each other, right? So please wait and we'll announce it very soon. So stay tuned. The next question, sir, can you tell about application engineer in VLSI or embedded role?
Generally on the embedded.
Application engineer in VLSI or embedded?
Yeah, it's all embedded only. Even VLSI, we test that applications, everything is all via embedded only.
I don't know what that person, Vinith, I think maybe you can type another chat message. I don't know what you mean by application engineer. In VLSI, at least the EDA tool vendors have a concept of application engineer, right?
Correct.
So they have the tools, right? They have the tools, and to support that, they have application engineers to the customers. So basically, right? You mean that? You know, that there are good roles, so you can build a career out of application engineers also in VLSI. I'm not sure how it is related to embedded role. If I understand your question correctly, that's the answer. So next question, what are the simulation software to learn for embedded systems?
Yeah, once you get into this and start showing your interest on C programming, we will discuss about the simulation software. I not always people show their interest, we do not give information so easily. I want to know that how good you are at C programming. Just like that, we cannot give information. Thanks.
Right. Yeah, please join us the Slack channel or if they're over LinkedIn. It's easy to use a Slack channel than LinkedIn. There's so many messages come in LinkedIn, but Slack channel, there are so many people there, and we all can, like anybody can answer the question, right? So please use the Slack channel for such questions, right? Okay, the next question is, I'm in second semester. I'm not that good in electrical basics taught in the first semester. What should I do? I'm from ECE branch.
I don't see the question, sir.
Yeah, I'm reading out, sir. I'm from the second semester. I'm not that good in electrical basics taught in the first semester. What should I do? I am from the ECE department.
Yeah. Electrical, you don't have to worry about. It's only a V is equal to IR and P is equal. That is sufficient. That is electronics people have to know only that. Don't worry about that too much. You are not going to work on generation or transmission or utilization or anything. You are going to only control.
Yeah,
you have to know only two formulas. V is
Ohm's law you should know. Yeah, Ohm's law you must.
That's right. Ohm's law. That is V is equal to IR and P is equal to VI. Our law. These two are sufficient.
Yeah, and understand what is the difference between energy and power. This is the basics you understand.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Very small thing. Okay.
Right. And okay, Slack channel link we already shared. I'm from second year ECE. I will take up a minor degree in industrial automation from electronics and instrumentation engineering. How well can I combine this with the major ECE? And will this be helpful in embedded systems?
Can you repeat it?
Yeah. I have a minor degree in industrial automation from electronics and instrumentation engineering. How well can I combine this with a major ECE? And will this be helpful in embedded systems?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The automation, the moment you get into automation, automatically electronics. Electronics is automation of electrical control. And embedded is once again automation. So it's actually the perfect combination.
Okay. Next question. I'm currently a final year student, eager to start a career in embedded system. I have done a diploma in embedded systems. what to do to begin a career in embedded systems.
I've already told.
Yeah,
I've told you exactly. I've answered all these questions.
And you have to do a product, as Sir was telling, it's extremely important, either VLS embedded system, all the projects, what students do in academic, that's a lab exercises for us in industry, right? So please do a product design, right? So if you want any ideas on how to do product design, please get in touch in the Slack channel. We'll help you. We'll help you to define good projects, and yeah, you can go on from there, right? But yeah, any source to learn embedded system programming. So that I think you're going to share some videos, right?
Okay. First, no, we are going to already sharing C programming. Once you've done the C programming, based on that, we'll share the other videos.
Right. So we'll do that. We'll post that in our web page, and we'll post the link along with this video, the slides, everything. We'll announce it. Give us a daytime. We'll announce it by tomorrow morning in the LinkedIn, in our page. Right.
Correct. Yeah.
So there's another student is asking, masters to embedded systems after developing proper skills, India or abroad? Where should the masters?
If you have money, it's fine. See, the problem is never do master's degree without mastering embedded system. Do master embedded system during bachelor's, then go for degree to get a certificate. Don't try to learn during the studies. That's quite tough because this is a skill. There you go to the college, you have to spend for all the semester for getting CGPA and once again lot of burdens. Okay, so practice it and go for anywhere to get a degree, and that will, if the degree is going to helpful to you, get a job. I'm very happy. But you don't need a master's or go to abroad or India to master a skill. You can sit at home without spending single penny. You can master.
Exactly, sir. I was about to tell. Please do not look at abroad. We have good schools in India. A lot of the government institutions, like if you do well in GATE, you can get into IITs and NITs or in triple ITs. Or in private, we have BITS Pilani and VIT and many other institutes. So we have very good colleges, very good facilities in India. Yeah, please do not consider we don't want any brain drain to happen, considering we are looking at the Indian government policies and everything, right? So please do not we have good quality here in India, education onwards and in industrial expert and support. So you don't have to go abroad. They're all past basically. Right? Okay. So masters, is masters needed for embedded system or directly working in a company preferred for a long term and better future?
I don't think so, sir. I don't think a master's are necessary.
Yeah, master is not necessary. For 21 years of education is a lot. So typically, my personal opinion, I was telling sir yesterday. So who cannot find a job, they go to the masters. Sorry, I'm very honest. So please don't take it personally, right? So you can do a lot of things. 4 years of graduation you're doing, engineering you're doing. As sir was telling, final year you work with us in the industry. We'll give you projects, you do it from your colleges, right?
Yeah. We have a lot of internships there in the companies.
We'll give the product, but you work. You have to learn on your own. We'll give the pointers. Don't expect us to handhold you, right? You have to learn to do it independently. If you start somewhere, if you have any doubts, you please ask, but don't tell us what to do next, what to do next. Don't do that. We'll not do a hand holding or a spoon feeding, right? So we'll give you product definition. You can work on your own. There's a lot of project ideas. So next question from a EEE BTech student. He's in the 8th semester doing internship on embedded firmware. He's developing firmware for a EV charger. He's trying to find out full-time roles in LinkedIn now, but all MNCs or startups require either masters or 3 to 10 experience. What should I do?
They will ask only like that, sir. See, these people are getting confused between the experience and the expertise. So every company is also greedy. They wanted to have a 3 years expertise person to work in this company. But if you, as a fresher, if you have a 3 years expertise, every company will not say no. Please understand, don't get confused between expertise and experience. They are not rigid, the 3 years experience. If you show any company, I have an expertise, they are ready to take you. You just apply. But you have to show that you are expertise.
Yeah, that's the product design. Coming back to the product design.
Now, whatever it is, sir, expertise is the most thing wanted. If somebody started doing the first year of BE, for 4 years, they have a 4 years expertise. Understand? They are not freshers. Company industries knows that. Okay, if you are confident about you, if you have basics, every company is ready to take you. And you also say that you have an internship. Then which company will say no to you? No company will say no to you.
Okay, next question for a first year student. What do you advise to a first year student? You already answered it, right? Yeah, you
Start
already
the day
answered.
one. Start the day one from today. Master C programming. That's the
Yeah.
only thing.
You already answered that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is a signal processing required skill? Are you an ISP? I'm an ISP student at IIT Kharagpur.
Yeah, signal processing is a very good field. But the problem is, since you're an IIT, you can try it out. Because all the top companies on the signal processing field take from IITs or the NITs, not from tier. In the embedded system, you can be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 companies, colleges, no issues. We don't bother what college it is. But generally on signal processing, they look for the top tier colleges. That way you are from IIT KGP. So my college, same thing. I'm also from IIT. You can always get it. Signal processing is not a required skill for embedded, but that's a good skill. You will get a good jobs. There will not a lot of jobs are there in signal processing field. That is going to be the field which going to do very well in future.
Okay. Next question from a 6th semester student in ECE department. He says he's not very good in C. If he starts to learn now, can I get a good job?
Yeah, sure. You know, I've trained a lot of students. Final semester, 7th semester, one month. 1 month he has learned and got into the MNC company. You can learn 1 month, you can master it. But dedicate effort. You put dedicated effort.
So I want to add to what Sarah has told. Don't focus on the job, focus on the skills.
You are perfectly right, sir.
Right? So job will come automatically. If you have the skill, you'll get job automatically. Right? So how to improve constituency to learn C programming for embedded systems? I don't know what you mean by constituency.
Consistency.
Okay.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. Every day 1 hour. Every day. Don't try to expect anything. You keep learning. Automatically you will learn. What the people want is the day they touch it, they want to master one day within 1 hour. Don't do that. Keep learning. Automatically at the end of the month, you will see your level is rise so very well.
Yeah, if you have that expectation, you'll get into stress and depression, right? So please don't know expectations.
The moment they get the stress, sir, they immediately move into other channel.
Right.
YouTube or something like that.
Right.
That's the thing. Do it very casually. Don't worry. Like watching a movie. Do you expect you pay money and watch a movie? Do you expect anything out of the movie? Like that. Just start practicing. You will learn it. You never forget any movie scenes. Am I right? Like that. You will never forget on any scene if you don't expect anything. Anyhow, we are sharing. Bharat Semicon is sharing the videos. You watch the videos, you will get it.
Next question. He has done a graduation in EEE into year 2021. Then he joined a pharma company industry where he worked for 1 year. But now he wants to change the domain in embedded. Further, he left the company to learn embedded, to do the project on it. Is it a good decision? He's asking.
Yeah, good decision, very good decision. You can actually master now C, and he has already taken a decision and a good decision. Whatever decision you take is a good decision. He has taken a very good decision. You master C programming from today. Within about 6 months, you will become really master.
Yeah, age is not a factor to learn, right?
I have switched at the age of 37 to embedded.
I still learn. I'm 3-year-old. I still learn every day.
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning.
So can you provide exact problems to practice pointer structures and linked list? How does a student practice the structures and linked list in the C? You want some examples?
Yeah, that we will provide you. You contact us, we will do it, sir.
Yeah. So we will post on our web page and we will post on our LinkedIn pages. We'll do that. Right. So keep send us a message, email us or contact in the Slack channel. We'll definitely get back. But give us some time. Don't expect answers immediately. Please give us some time. We'll get back. Okay. How can one start Bharat Semicon student chapter at university? Very good. Thank you for asking this. Yeah, please ask them to contact me. I'll type my email here, my email ID. So just ask them to contact me. My name is Hari. My email address is hari.seshadri@bharatsemicon.com. Right? We are happy to work with the colleges. We'll help to update the curriculum. We'll train your faculties because faculties are with you 24/7. We cannot spend that much time. Right? So please get in touch with us. I give the email. I think I should send it to everyone. Okay, 1 second. Let me email it. Have it. Just 1 second, sir. I'll put my email here again. So I'll send my email address. Just 1 second. So I gave my email address. So please contact us if the college wants to interested. Yeah, please do that. Right. A couple of more questions. We were going to running on short of time. So just last questions. I'm working as an automation engineer for 3+ years in the industrial automation field. I know C programming, PLC servo programming. I wanted to change my field from industrial automation to embedded field. Please tell your suggestion how to do career transition.
Just wait. What we are sharing on the C videos, we have a lot of problems. I've seen thousands of people say that I know C programming, but when the moment we gave a problem, they were not able to do that. That's why the problem. There's a small gap. You think that you may be, but you may be right. You may be right or wrong. I don't know. That's why you solve all the problems. Then come back to us. We have solved all the problems very comfortably. Then I'll give you suggestion. Otherwise, I cannot take only your word that I know C programming. That's a trick here.
Okay. Last two questions. Is ESP IDF, which is ESP32 RTOS framework, currently I'm working in a company with this framework of RTOS, or is it okay to start with this?
No, it's okay. Okay, any framework is okay. There's nothing.
Yeah.
You try to understand as long as it does not matter any microcontroller. All microcontrollers are same. Doesn't matter.
Concepts, RTOS concepts are important.
Concept,
right?
concept
Basic
is
concepts are
important.
important. Explain about Bharat Seminar recruitment process. If we don't recruit people, like we are a society, we want to help build the nation. You can go, we spoke about mission, right? Go to our website, bharatsemi.com. So we don't recruit people for anything. I don't know, Sweta, what do you mean by recruitment actually, right? We are not, we are a non-profit organization registered under Tamil Nadu Societies Act, right? We are not a regular company per se. We don't make profits, right? So I do not know what do you mean. Like, no, Sweta, you want to unmute and elaborate about it? Sweta, are you still there? Okay, yeah, please email us, Sweta, like we want to understand your question better. I think, yeah, we come to the end of the session. I hereby thank Mr. Balajee Seshadri for this very fantastic, amazing session. So please give us your feedback, extremely important. I saw about 100+ people attended. So very encouraging to us. So I know we spent a lot of time, close to 2 hours we have spent, right? So please fill up the feedback and so that we can plan the next sessions. And probably we'll do at same time, we'll do probably 7 p.m. We'll pick up a slot, we'll announce. It will happen periodically, right? We will not change the time slots, it will be easy for you to remember. So maybe internally we are discussing, typically it will be 7 p.m. on Sundays. That's what we'll pick up. 7 to 8 p.m. on Sundays, we'll pick it up and we'll do it, right? But subject to the speaker availability, right? So we'll keep a default slot and we will, please stay in touch with us. We'll keep posting on the LinkedIn. So see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks, everybody.